I'm the baker at an inn, and today is Monday, so we are going to make sure that the inn is stocked with lots of delicious baked goods. I got requested to make both cherry coffee cake and cherry scones today, so when I got in, those were the first things that I made. I did add a little bit of lemon zest and juice to the scones just to give it a little bit of extra something. This is a commercial food processor, and we do use frozen butter to shred it. The key with scones is to not put too much liquid, especially when you're using fruit like cherries that are really juicy. I worked quickly to shape these, and then I immediately got them in the oven at a high temperature so that they would puff up, and then I started heating up the liquid for my bread. I am constantly losing my hot pads, even though the space I work in really isn't that big. But anyways, I got my bread kneading, and then my scones came out, put some glaze on those, and I started on some dinner rolls. There's a lot of multitasking going on here, but then I decided to make an almond crust because I wanted to make a French silk pie, but gluten-free version. This was my first time using this particular recipe for an almond crust, and I was so happy with how it came out, so I'll put the details in the caption below. My coffee cake was ready to be sliced up, so I did that, and then I rolled out all of my dinner rolls. These are 4-ounce ramekins, and the rolls do get served at the table in the ramekins. That's a question I get a lot. I made the filling for my French silk pie, and then I put it in my almond crust. Look how good that crust looks. I have a nut allergy, so I have no idea how it tastes, but it looks great. Next, it was time to shape all of my bread, and of course, I was listening to an audiobook while I did this. I get questions about what audiobooks I'm listening to all the time, so I decided I'm going to start putting it in the caption in all of my videos. I had some chocolate chip cookie dough I'd prepared yesterday, so I scooped those out, made some snickerdoodles, and then I also made a key lime pie. I realized that the dessert tray really needed another dessert, and I didn't have a ton of time, so key lime pie is always my go-to quick dessert to make. Then I made the dry mix for all of our pancakes and got that up front. Baking powder makes such a mess every time. I quickly made some fresh whipped cream for both of my pies and decorated them. Dessert tray is just for display for showing the guests. It's kind of an old school thing to do, but I think it's very fun. And nobody eats the desserts afterwards because trust me, you don't want to eat dessert that's been sitting out for that long. This cookie tray gets set out for the house guests every afternoon, so I always keep it freshly stocked with yummy cookies. I got my dinner rolls and my bread all baked, and that was it. Follow for more baking. There's holes.